here we are. Here's some of my completed lists I just did before. These pink and aqua and black and lilac ones were done with a travelling ring pour. You can see they're all different, which I think is stunning. The blue, aqua, gold, sort of a peachy colour, and the dark blue, they were done with just a flip cut pour, which is stunning. Look at these. And all these paints I've used, these ones obviously had some silicone in them. They were just leftover paints. They're just beautiful. These are my favourite, of course, because I love aqua. Sorry, focus. And these ones also, these were done with a flip cut pour as well, in the lilacs and the pinks, and a touch of black and a touch of silver. Also obviously having some silicone oil in the mix. I thought I'd show you how I achieved some of those techniques. Thought you might be interested. Okay, so I decided that having to go around all the edge with tape would be very, very difficult. So I thought, well, as they hang over the edge, originally I was going to just paint the whole thing, but it's easier to wipe off the glass. That way it's perfect on the tops and the edges of the lid. So we'll give that a go. First one I'm going to do will be a flip top. So I don't get too much paint out, I'm just using these like thimble size. I think they're 1 ounce. And I'm just going to layer with some paints that I've previously mixed. I tend to use all sorts of containers so as not to, I'm very environmental and I hate wasting containers. Okay, so we've got a bit of orange, bit of yellow, purple, we'll go orange again, bit of yellow, a bit of purple. Okay, that's one ready. I'll just do another one and we'll do a different method. So we've got a bit of orange, bit of yellow, bit of purple, orange, yellow, and a bit of purple. Oops. Okay. So there we have 2 ready. So the first one I'm going to do is, as I said, a flip top pour. So I'm just going to place the lid on the top, the paint on the top here, and let that sit and let it drain. Okay, I'll move this one over a wee bit because I'm going to be doing this one as well. Now this one, I'm actually going to do a ring pour on it. So we'll start off here. Can you see me? I hope. I hope I'm in the camera. Am I in the camera? There's a lot of shadows, isn't there? Sorry about the shadows. Okay, maybe if I move that out of the way. Not sure where there's least shadows. Anyway, here we go. As close as I can. But I'm going to do a travelling ring pour. You can see my little bench space is not that level. So I'm going to just travel around the top. I've probably mixed up too much paint. There we are. I'll just leave that sit. and you can see that's starting to progress, run around the edges. Right, this little one, this is the flip top one. You can see that there. All the colours have run down. And now we're going to just lift up slightly, let some out, let it all out. Oops, of course I drop it on the floor. There we are. And you can see the difference in the technique and results. While it's just sitting there, I'm going to torch the top, but I'll just be careful because I am using glass. Okay, none of these colours have had silicone in, but they have been mixed with Floetrol and PVA glue, so that will create some cells. Just let that sit for a moment. It gets a bit slippery and sticky, this method, and of course no gloves as usual. Okay, so the first one, I'm just going to let it run over the sides. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. It's very slippery. No, not quite over everything. I've got a feeling I might have mixed these paints up a bit thin. Or maybe I should have let them just, I got a bit impatient and I should have let them sit for a while. Same on this one. Can you see? I just tip it over the edge and bring it back. Okay, tip over the edge and bring back. Check it, we've got it over all the edges. There we are, that's the second one. Once again, just get rid of the air bubbles that are in here, in case there is any. Okay, just bringing the camera down, you can see the difference. This was the flip cut pour. And this was the ring pour. Not a very good ring pour, actually. Too thin, the paint, too thin. But out of the two of them, I prefer this one. What do you prefer? Anyway, it's so exciting. You can do so much with it. These were older paints and been sitting a while, so these were the travelling ring pour ones at the front, as I said before. And these were the flip cup ones. And those. So you can see the difference of once you let the paint rest. Should have let it rest really for 24 hours, but impatient me. I ended up changing them all to flip top pours just by mixing up the same little container full and pouring back on the top. I'm just letting it rest for a moment. Then once they've stabilised on the top, I will then be wiping all the excess off the glass and then running a very fine toothpick or knitting needle around the edge to make sure there's none in the join. Okay, the next ones I'm going to do here, I'm actually going to do a kiss paw in black and white. So I hope you enjoy this. So we will need white, these colours are Monte Marte. I've tried to let them sit for a while and get a little bit thicker. I've added a little bit more PVA glue to the mix just to add that thickness. So I have got 2.5 parts PVA glue to 4 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. I'm just hoping that they're of the same consistency, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so with a kiss technique, I'm using these little cake cups because they're cardboard and I can put a point in them. I think actually I've got too much paint in there. I'll just take half of it out. Be easier with less, I think. Right, so we're going to put a point in, and then from up high, I hope you can see this, we're going to, oh hang on, a little bit better point than that, and then we're going to hopefully get the paints to kiss before as they're coming down. Okay, so we've got the black, we've got the white. So from up here, I'll do one from above, one from above. I'll just try and move that over a bit more central. And we'll let that sit. How am I going to do this? Maybe bring that one down so you can see from the side of the next one. Same again, I'm just going to pour some white into this one and some black. And you might be able to see from the, I've tried to change the angle of the camera there for you. We'll see how this one goes. See what you think. And see how it comes down. The table isn't very level, I'm sorry. That was lucky it didn't break. There we have another. I'll just try and finish that off a little bit better. There. So that'll just run down. The third pot I'm doing to go with the set is a taller one. I'm going to bring it over here because it's a little bit unbalanced. It's got a bit of a dip in this box I've got on top of my table here. Even though I've got another tile on the top of it, but still. Okay, and a bit more black. And this one, please excuse the mess you can see behind me. Oh dear. There we go, give that a go. You might be able to see this one. We'll do another kiss pour, okay? Yeah, I'll just bring it over to the sides a bit. And that's our third one done. Might just see if I can improve it slightly. Okay, right, what do you think of that technique? I'll bring you round down and show you. Here we are, the kiss technique. That's probably a better example, I'd say. I can see a frog in there, I can see a rabbit in this one, and an elephant. Oh, I don't know what I can see in that one. Anyway, the black and white's rather attractive. We'll let that drip for a while. I'll put the blowtorch on and take out any air bubbles. And we'll be back. Okay, last one for the day. I thought I'd just do a little drain strainer pour on top of the lid here. Once again, in black and white. And hopefully you can see, I'm trying very hard to, you can see the other ones in the background. Hopefully you can see it coming out from the bottom. You will in a minute. There we are, you can see that coming out from the bottom there now. Okay, now carefully I'll just lift this drain strainer up, pop that back down, and you can see the results. I'll just let that continue to settle. Oh, that's beautiful, look at that. Gorgeous. This one's running, I'm losing the black on this one. It's going to be mainly white. I might tip some of this one at the back over a bit more, take some of the white off. Okay, I'll just let this lot sit for a while. Well, I'll just blowtorch it. Oopsie, sorry. To take out any air bubbles. As it's gradually making its way over, it should just pull down with the other weight of the paint will pull it over the edge, I'm hoping. I hope I've put enough in there. gorgeous. Just move it slightly over to the side here. Don't want to spoil it too much. Just over the edge there and back. Over the edge and back. Once again this side, bring it back to the middle, the weight of the paint, over the edge and bring it back to the middle. Where have I got to go? I've got to go on this side, over the edge and bring it back. Just got a little bit on this side here. It's getting slippery to hold. A little bit over the edge here and bring it back. There we are. What do you think of that one? Looks pretty cool, eh? There. Well, I'm going to leave it at that and I'm going to let these dry a bit and then I'll be back and show you how to clean them off. Down here to see the drainstrainer. I ended up doing 3 so that I'd have a set. And then there's another one here. So I've got 3 of those and we'll just let them just drain down. Guys, and here's the kiss pores. Where are we? 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, it's actually been quite a while since I poured these. I forgot all about it. So I've got to wipe off the excess off the glass. So I'm thrilled with the results. Look at these, aren't they just beautiful? Look at them. There's so many. I love the drain pour ones as well. I think they're one of my favourites. Okay, so all I'm going to do next is carefully pick up the canisters and clean off all the outsides around the glass. Okay, so I'll come back and show you when they're finished. Okay, so you can see I've started to clean off this one here. Got a few more to go. I mean, they look beautiful with it running down. Maybe the next ones I do, I might actually leave it where it runs down and coats the whole glass. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. These ones have come up good. I've cleaned off around the glass. They're looking fabulous. Look at the colours in those now. Little update on my canisters. They're almost dry, but not quite. Just put some of them back in the glass. You can see it's easy to wash the glass off. I'm going to put a gloss finish on top of these, probably a resin coating. I love the black and whites. And look at these ones. Aren't they beautiful? The reds, and then we've got the aqua. They've come out quite texturized. They look fabulous once I've got the resin coating on the top. So I've just shown you the tops there, and then we've got these ones, the pink ones, and the others. These were the travelling. Those were the travelling circles that I did. These ones were the mini drain coasters. These ones were flip cup pours, and so were these, and so were these. Oh, I've forgotten one other section. I've got the kiss pour. The canisters, I've also made some little coasters. There we are. And a large centerpiece for the table or the kitchen or wherever. They're still very wet, so I can't touch them at the moment.